Hey guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought I would give you guys an update on my skin. A lot of you had said to me, Bianca, what have you done to your skin? What are you using? So I thought I might give you an in-depth video. I might have to do two parts, so this video will literally take you right until Christmas. So in today's video I'm going to be speaking about my skin journey and what has really happened to my skin. So the first thing that happened was, it happened I think in February sometime. I had developed impetigo. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like a skin infection by the Staphylococcus bacteria. Staphylococcus is found all over your skin at all times, but it's most common in children, the impetigo. So a lot of children will get it. It's like a skin type infection where you get a little bit of scabbing formation and the scab weeps. It was terribly disgusting. I didn't know what it was, and then once it healed it would come straight back because the bacteria was still active on your face. I don't know how I got it. I think at that time I had a little bit of pimples at that time, and I might have touched it or I might have popped it with my hands being completely clean. A lot of things could have happened to contribute to that, but that's what led me go to the dermatologist. And weirdly enough, before she looked at my impetigo, she was like, you have acne, and I was like, I'm not here for my skin, I'm here for my impetigo, but thanks. Because she had noticed I had a little bit of chest pimples on my chest, but it wasn't like acne, it was just like those little tiny like little whiteheads. But anyway, so she gave me stuff to treat my impetigo. She put me on a week's or 10 days worth of extremely high antibiotics to get rid of the impetigo. She also gave me a steroid cream that helps with the eczema, because in result of that I stupidly used straight tea tree oil, which is super potent for the skin. Don't ever use straight tea tree oil on your skin. I had used it before, but it's almost like the impetigo had completely transformed my skin, so now I have super sensitive skin. So what the tea tree had done, it has given me eczema. So all the places where I had put the tea tree oil, I had gained eczema. So she treated my impetigo and my eczema in one go, and my skin was completely clear in 10 days. So I think the combination of the antibiotics really cleared up my skin. Then I went back for a checkup, everything was sorted, my impetigo was completely cleared, which is so weird because it's mostly common in children, so I have no idea how I got it. Might have been from gym, I'm not, I still don't know to this day what caused the impetigo. Anyway, so then she was like, okay, now it's time to treat your acne. So I was like, I don't think I have acne. Like, I remember saying like before in my other videos, like, guys, I don't think I have acne. I just had like 1 or 2 pimples every now and again. It wasn't like full-blown acne, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't have classified myself having acne, but I mean, if you're an adult and you still get constant pimples, then I suppose it's considered acne. But anyway, so she put me on a 3 months supply of antibiotics. Now antibiotics really fucks up your system. Because not only does it kill good bacteria, it also kills the bad bacteria. It kills everything. So you have to make sure you have probiotics. You have to make sure that if you're sexually active and that you're on the pill, that you have to double up with condomization, all that stuff. So it really, the 3 months that I had on the antibiotics was quite difficult to try and adapt, because I had to make sure that I didn't get yeast infections and I didn't get any other stuff. And for the first month it was okay. I didn't really experience any side effects, and then as soon as I was going on to the 3rd month of antibiotics, that's when my skin really started to really break loose. It was literally like a week after my birthday was when I had to start the 2nd or the 3rd month of antibiotics. I will attach pictures as I go to show you the progression of my acne, and it just got way out of control, to a point where I'm like, is my body just not loving these antibiotics? And then I'm like, I'm not sure what it is. And at that time I was, or still am currently, was at Makeup for College, and a lot of people were touching my face, so it probably didn't really help my acne, because a lot of people's hands, I mean, not saying that the girls at my college weren't hygienic, I'm just saying like different people touching your face all the time, twice a week, every week, is going to take its toll. So I think that played an extra part in it. I'm not going to say that makeup caused my acne, because makeup doesn't cause acne if you use it correctly. So to all the people that are like, oh, it's probably the makeup, it's not. I've never ever broken out from makeup before, so that's out of the question. Am I missing anything? So yeah, right about June, July was when my skin was at its worst. Like, I was so self-conscious. And because I never had an issue with my skin before. I was like, you know what, Bianca, pimples, it could be worse, and it did get worse. And then it really took a toll on my self-esteem. I was battling. I couldn't believe that my skin was the way that it was, because I didn't understand why, and I didn't know what I did to deserve my skin to just, it was painful, and it was embarrassing, like, whew, to go out with your friends. And I mean, like, I'm a makeup artist and my skin looks like, and I have to be up in people's faces, and I have to be like this close to a client, and I'm touching their face. And I mean, a lot of people that have acne, people perceive them to be dirty. It's like, oh, you don't wash your face. I'm like, bitch, I wash my face so much. I wash my face more than the average person probably. So yeah, it really took a toll on my self-esteem, and I was like, I have to get better, I have to get better. Obviously the antibiotics didn't work. I've been on the pill since I was 16. I've been on 6 different pills. Like, I didn't want to go on Roaccutane or Accutane or anything as harsh as that, because I don't know, I'm not that type of person to go for an immediate. I want to find the reason why. Like, I want to get down to the core of things. Like, I don't want to just take Roaccutane and then have the side effects, and then what if it comes back, because what if Roaccutane just, you know, I didn't want to take that risk. And also Roaccutane is expensive, dermatologists are expensive, my family isn't on medical aid, I can't just go to a dermatologist. My mom spent 3,000 rand on my skin in 2 months and I felt terrible, so I was like, that's not happening, I'm not doing that to my skin. And the dermatologist had provided me with a few other skincare stuff, which I think worked for me at the time. I did do a skincare video on acne and eczema prone skin, but my skin has changed so much since then. So if you are wanting to watch that, bear in mind that I don't use those things anymore as much as I used to. So 1 or 2 that I will speak about probably in my next video, more in depth of what I do to my skin. But right now I just want to share my story so that you guys understand why and where I'm coming from. So fast forward to July, I became vegetarian on the 22nd of July 2018. I'm still currently vegetarian now. I'm not forcing a lifestyle upon you. I'm not telling you or making you feel bad because you still eat meat. I'm not encouraging you. I'm just telling you my story and my experience and what I did and what worked for me. So becoming vegetarian, I just thought, you know what, I've tried everything else. Let me focus on my diet for once, because I mean, I don't want to say I ate extremely unhealthily. Like, I have a sweet tooth and I fucking love Simba chips, like holla at me girl, and I love chocolate, and I mean, that's just who I am. I love food, I love taste, and it sounds so ugly, but I liked the taste of bacon. I liked the taste of a beef burger. I liked the taste of McDonald's chicken nuggets. Like, it sounds disgusting, but I loved it. Like, I loved food, and that was probably my problem. But contributing onto that, I became cold turkey vegetarian on the 22nd of July, which is like a month after my birthday. I said, fuck it, let me see what's happening. So it's actually so funny how now that I had a reason to become vegetarian, it worked for me, because before that I was like, you know, these animals, shame, 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 but I still ate that burger and I still ate that freaking chicken nugget. But now it's because my skin was so bad, becoming vegetarian just became easier. So yeah, then fast forward about a month, my skin started to clear up, and I was so happy, and I was so excited that my skin, because it was like day by day it was getting worse and worse. No matter how much water I drank, no matter how many liver drops and kidney drops and acne drops I took, it just was not getting better. Guys, when I put up the photos, I don't even look like myself. My skin is so inflamed, it's so swollen, it's so bumpy. It's just, I didn't like the way my skin looked, because I knew it wasn't, something was upsetting my body. And so yeah, and then I put a post on the beauty community Trade, Play and Slay. Shout out to all the girls that are watching that now. I know a few of you guys do support me. I put a post up there and I was like, listen, I'm sick and tired, what can I do, just for a second opinion. and one of the girls there, I think her name is Jessica and Hua, if you're watching this, thank you so much for your help. She recommended a baby bum cream called Sudocreme. Apparently it's super high in zinc, and zinc is super helpful for your skin. So she told me to use that as an overnight mask so that it repairs the skin while you sleep. So that also really did help. I'll show you guys some transformation photos as well. I don't think it cured it, but it definitely helped with the active acne and stuff. And then another thing that I did do is I took a zinc supplement, which also helped. And then I'll probably go more in depth of what I ate in a bit, but my skin completely transformed in a month and a half. No word of a lie. I've only been vegetarian for 3.5 months, and within 1.5 months my skin has completely changed. Also adding to the fact that I also cut out a lot of gluten and a lot of sugar. So by sugar I mean, like, if I'm having tea, I'm not having sugar and I'm having honey. Like, so where I will substitute it where I can. And also I tried to cut out a lot of milk as well. So if I was at a restaurant and I wanted a tea, I'd be like, do you have soy milk, almond milk? And they're like, almond milk. I was like, cool, I'll have that. So where there is a choice, make the choice. If you're at home, I don't expect you to go and buy 500 liters of almond breeze, because that stuff is really expensive. So do it where you can and it will make a complete difference. So instead of having your toast in the morning, have oats. Oats are so healthy for you. They have minimal gluten in them, and they're also very naturally low in sugar. So yeah, I don't know if I should make a whole separate diet thing, because this is just the backstory, because I haven't really gone in depth with it. But yeah, so I also changed my diet a lot. It also helped, it helped clear the swelling, because the swelling is a sign of infection, and it got rid of the infection. So I'm not sure if it was the meat, like not eating, because I used to eat meat, like we would have like pasta on Mondays, and we used to have. But anyway, a lot of people are like, oh, becoming vegan or vegetarian is hard. I'm like, it's hard if you don't have a strong enough willpower. And I perceive myself to be quite determined. I was determined to see my skin change. I was determined to get better. I was determined to not spend so much money on all these products that are going to save your skin in a day. I was like, enough is enough. I'm gonna take the matter into my own hands. I'm not going to the dermatologist anymore, because she fucked up my skin. I sent an email and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I arrived at your dermatology place with okay skin, and I left with an absolute wreck. And she's like, it gets better before it gets worse. I was like, how can it get better before it gets worse when it was better before it got worse? Like, yeah, I'm not going to mention the dermatology place, but if you are weary of it and don't want to go, hit me up and I'll tell you. Yeah, so majority of it was just my diet as well, and also you have to trust the process. You cannot fix acne in a day. Don't watch those videos that say how to cure your acne in a day, how to cure your acne in a week. It's not going to work. Your body does not just get rid of stuff like that. You have to trust your body's process. Your body doesn't even detox in a day. Your body detoxes in weeks. So I would suggest focusing on your diet. I didn't really exercise as much, so exercise was also like out of the question. People were like, oh, you don't exercise. I'm like, yes I do, it doesn't work. Yeah, and also have a positive mindset, because every day in the mirror I used to be like, Bianca, you're so fucking ugly. I cannot believe you look like this. What are people thinking? You're a makeup artist, and it wasn't good for my self-esteem. It wasn't good for my mind. It wasn't good for my soul. So I used to go look in the mirror and I was like, you know what, Bianca, your skin is looking great today. You are getting so much better. Look, your cheek is clearing, this is clearing, your forehead. I didn't really have forehead problems, but I did have a lot on my jawline. I am on my period right now, so this guy's saying hi, but majority of my face is smooth. My face is smooth to the touch. My skin has not been like this since February this year. Just saying. My skin has not been this way in 10 months. Well, nearly like 11 months. That says a lot. It says a lot about what you put into your body counts, because it's so easy to just slap on a mask and think it's going to cure your acne. Majority of the time it's inside out, so it's usually what you're putting into your body. So if you drink a lot of alcohol, it's the sugar, it's the processing. So if you eat a lot of fast food, if you eat a lot of oil. I was on coconut oil for a while, so if I wanted popcorn I would have coconut oil. Guys, it doesn't even taste different. If you want cooked chips, fucking do it in olive oil, coconut oil. It's so easy to migrate, and just it's so easy if you have a good enough reason. So if your reason to become vegetarian is for the animals, great. If your reason to become vegetarian is just to be healthy in general and saving the animals, great. My thing was definitely my skin, and it's helped, and I don't think I'm going back anytime soon. And yeah, that's it. But so now today is the 2nd of November, and I'm gonna make the executive decision and say that I myself cured my own acne. I didn't go see a specialist once, apart from the first 2 times I went to the dermatologist. I have not been back to the dermatologist since March this year. I'm not going back because she didn't take into consideration my lifestyle. She didn't take into consideration me at all. She just gave me the generic few months antibiotics, use this, use that. She didn't ask me personally. And now I've learned that your skin or your body is a reflection of what you put on the inside and what you are. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I want to cover with that. But now, with regards to, I'm just gonna give you a basic skincare, and then I'll do a part 2 when I do a list. I'll do like a full routine for you guys, because this video is already like 20 minutes long and I still have to edit it. Oh, so now for the past 4.5 months, ever since I became vegetarian, I only wash my face in the morning with water. So I use water and a little face cloth. It's kind of like those face cloths you use to wash cars, but for the face. And it's a gentle exfoliation, so that wipes off any dead skin cells or any dirt that I've had while sleeping. It removes it beautifully. My skin is normal. I don't apply too much product in the mornings, and I use a light moisturizer. I have a chance, so I'll show you. I mentioned this in my first skincare video. It's a super hydro gel. I still use it. Love this stuff so much. And then I'll just put that on the morning, and then I'll put on my SPF. And I also mentioned this is the Uriage Thermal SPF 15. I use it in the mornings because with regards to my skincare, I had a lot of peeling properties in it. So when you are using peeling properties in your skincare, the sun hits you much harder because the layers of your skin are a lot less, because that's what promotes the scarring to go away. So my scarring's also gone down so much. I'm glad that I got the acne in the bud, because if I had let it progress, it probably would have taken over my whole entire face. And then that's it. I still wear makeup, I still do face paint, I still do all these things. It does not affect your skin if you do it correctly. So you need to make sure you take off your makeup 100%. What I like to do, if I have a full face of makeup on that day, I like to double cleanse. So I'll wash my face twice and I'll moisturize double. So you might be stripping a few of the layers of the skin, but you'll be compensating with more moisturizer and serum, etc. And then at night time, again, I'll remove my makeup if I have any, because usually during the week I don't wear makeup because I don't need to. And like I said, if I do, I'll double cleanse. And then I mentioned in my last video I use 2 Kiki products. I use the powder facial scrub and the rose water, the gel, yeah. And then again, I will use just a light gel moisturizer, gets into the skin super fast, and then I'll moisturize with a heavy moisturizer or a mask. So like I said, guys, I don't have time to do an in-depth video with all in one, so I'm going to do a part 2 and then maybe a part 3 on what I eat as a vegetarian. So yeah, I hope my backstory has made sense. If you are struggling with acne, you are not alone. If you have any questions, I know I'm not a dermatologist, but it might be easier to get some advice from someone who's been through it themselves. So if you need to message me or WhatsApp me or whatever, go to my Instagram. My stuff is linked down below. DM me and I will try my best to help you and give you a solution. Just a quick fix for now. If at one point my skin was so itchy because of the swelling and inflammation, get yourself some calamine lotion for the itching. This is also super helpful for the minimization of skin scarring because it is so hydrating. It locks in the moisture in the skin and it also dries up the pimple on the outside as well. So get yourself, this is only 20 rand, guys. Super cool. I coated myself until I was white in the face. I might have scared my family quite a couple of times using that, but yeah, that's just a basic rundown. I will try and get the part 2 out ASAP next week. I don't think I have anything else to say for now, but if, like I said, if you do have acne, message me and I will try my best to help you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want a close-up of my skin, this is what my skin looks like. As you can see, I have no texture. My skin is completely smooth. All I have is the pesky scarring, which I'm so grateful to have. I'm so grateful I have scarring. It's my battle wounds, it's my scars, it makes me who I am today. I won't lie, the person who I was last year probably wouldn't have coped as well as I think I did with my skin, and the person I was last year would never in a million years post something like this. So if you have been on my channel for quite a while now, I just want to say thank you, and I just want to thank everyone that has been so supportive in my acne journey, because I know I did make a few posts about it on Instagram and I made a few posts about it on Facebook, and all of you guys have been so supportive and really wanted to know how I changed my skin. So I am so grateful that you guys are happy to see this video, and I hope that it helps someone so far. I know this video isn't as in-depth as you'd want it, but like I said, part 2 and 3 will be coming out soon, because this video will be way too long and you guys will get bored 5 minutes in. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!